When it comes to the Royal Guard, their duty is no joke. Trained to maintain unwavering focus and discipline, they guard their posts with precision and authority. But what happens when someone decides to push their limits, testing their patience or crossing the line? Today, we'll dive into those moments when tourists and onlookers learn the hard way why you should never mess with the Royal Guard. A lady, ignoring the clear boundaries, began messing with the Royal Guard's horse, pulling at its reins and gesturing too close. The horse, visibly agitated, turned its head sharply, nearly snapping at her hand. Startled, the lady quickly backed away, realizing her mistake. Her focused gaze and disciplined stride command respect as she performs her rounds with precision. Any attempt to disrupt her is met with a no-nonsense demeanor, making it clear that her duty comes first. Respect her role, and you'll witness professionalism at its finest. Cross the line, and you'll quickly regret it. Those who unknowingly stand in the path of the Royal Guard quickly learn their mistake. With a booming and authoritative voice, the startled individuals scramble to move aside, their surprise a clear reminder of the Guard's unwavering dedication to their duty. It's a lesson learned instantly. Never block the path of the Royal Guard. A tourist, ignoring the warnings and boundaries, began teasing the Royal Guard's horse, pulling its reins and making disruptive gestures. The horse, clearly agitated, snapped back, biting the tourist's hand in a swift response. The crowd gasped as the tourist recoiled in shock, realizing too late that their antics had consequences. The Royal Guard remained silent and steadfast, focused on his duty, even as a crowd began to gather around him. The group inched closer, snapping photos and chatting loudly, testing the boundaries of respect. Before the situation could escalate, a police officer intervened, firmly instructing the onlookers to step back.
他是不是有被逗笑过呀？等一下拍，他们可能有一定要出来。别动啊！这是 M 4自动狙击枪吗？so cool.
No idea where she's going. I think you said.
The Royal Guard stood stoic and silent as a lady began joking and making exaggerated gestures around him, testing his patience. For a while he remained unflinching, embodying his duty with professionalism. But when her antics crossed the line, the guard's commanding voice broke the silence, issuing a sharp warning. Think you can mess with the King's Guard? Think again, especially when their horse is involved. These majestic animals are not just for show, they're disciplined, powerful and protective. Push your luck, and you might find yourself on the receiving end of a warning you won't forget. Because when the horse decides enough is enough, it might just bite back.
老师，我们那还没有暖气啊。那边有暖气，我们那边比我吧。我们那边是热死了，空调一次。老师，我们那还没有暖气啊。
Messing with a royal guard is no laughing matter. They are not just standing there for show. As the King's Guard, their role is steeped in discipline, honor, and duty. Cross the line, and you won't just get a stern warning, you could face serious consequences, including swift intervention from the police. These guards command respect, and any antics will quickly remind you why.
Outside! Desk up!
The royal guard, maintaining his usual stoic composure, finally snapped when a woman crossed the line and began touching him. The sudden outburst left the woman stunned, realizing she had overstepped the boundaries of respect. The crowd fell silent, and the guard returned to his post, unwavering and firm in his duty.
Do not touch the King's lifeguard! Do not touch the King's lifeguard!
A lady, eager to get a laugh, tried to joke around with the royal guard and his horse, making playful gestures and even attempting to get the horse's attention. But what happened next was far from funny. The guard's stern gaze quickly turned into a sharp command, warning her to back off. The horse, sensing the disturbance, shifted uneasily, giving her a quick nudge to remind her of the boundaries. A group of people, acting recklessly, attempted to assault the King's Guard, stepping far beyond the boundaries of respect. Without flinching, the guard remained firm and unyielding in his post, his presence unwavering. In an instant, his voice boomed, commanding, "Leave the area now!" His authoritative shout sent a clear message, and the would-be troublemakers quickly scattered, realizing the consequences of their actions. The guard, ever disciplined, returned to his duty, a silent reminder that no one is exempt from the guard's respect for the role.
Got it? Wait, 1 second. Yep. I do like this one. I like more Got it? Wait, 1 second.
This young lady wanted a photo with the royal guard, but decided to take it a step too far by messing with him. As she poked and prodded, the guard finally snapped and shouted, "Don't mess with the royal guard!" His booming voice echoed through the crowd, leaving her stunned and embarrassed. She quickly walked away, her face red with shame. Lesson: a photo is fine, just don't test their patience.
Do not touch the king's guard! Do not touch the king's guard!
A group of American tourists approached the royal guard, cracking jokes and even hurling insults at him. They seemed to forget that this soldier was on duty, standing tall and enduring it all in silence. Their antics didn't last long, though, as a police officer arrived to defuse the situation. Calmly and politely, the officer explained that the guard stands for hours in service and deserves respect.
No, realistic. We're running out of
They are responsible for protecting this facility. They are not an object of ridicule. Appreciate you having fun. He's not having fun. It's not a long day. There's a lot of hours he's got to do. It is tiring, exhausting. You take the piss out of it. Alright? We do not appreciate it.
An angry woman stood firmly in the path of the royal guard, refusing to move when asked to make way. In a fit of frustration, she tossed a handful of Pringles at him, hoping to make a point. The guard remained unmoved, his focus unbroken, but the situation quickly escalated. His patience wore thin, and he firmly commanded her to leave. The woman, now realizing her mistake, walked off in shame. The lesson clear: disrespecting the guard doesn't end well.
My way!
Did you see that? Is that all right with you lot?
My way!
Did you see that? Is that all right with you lot?
A woman ignored the warning signs and crossed over the rails, stepping into a restricted area. The royal guard immediately rushed over, sternly telling her not to cross the line. But when she refused to listen, the guard's patience snapped. In a clear show of authority, he loaded his gun, sending a powerful message. The woman quickly realized her mistake and backed away, understanding the serious consequences of her actions.
It is requested that all visitors remain behind the changing rails at all times.